Okay, so there is a couple of things that I want to take a look at today, and feel free to let me know your thoughts in chat or in the comments as well as we go through this. But basically we're going to be talking about WoW Classic patch 1.15, which is a brand new Classic WoW patch being in development right now. And we're going to talk about that, we're going to talk about the Wowhead post, we're also going to take a look at the timeline of SOM, or maybe patch 1.15's actual launch. We're going to take a look at where we are in the cycle, and some even more speculations. Let's get right into it, boys. I'm recording this while we're on the flight path, just to min-max everything here. We are going somewhat quickly, we have been playing for 3 hours and 15 minutes, and we are almost level 52 on my hardcore warlock. Okay, let's take a look at everything happening here, boys. You should get flight timer, pretty nice. Yeah, probably should. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So, I've already made a video about this, just gonna talk about it super quickly, but WoW Classic patch 1.15 is in fact in development. So this was pushed out on WoW Tools Builder, or basically it's a patch that was pushed out. I believe still it's an internal patch, and maybe we're gonna hear more about it very soon, like an announcement, or even like a PTR or beta testing or anything. But if it is what I think it is, I don't think there will be that much testing necessary, but patch 1.15 could mean a lot of different things. I have a whole video talking more about it, but basically it could be Classic Fresh, Hardcore, Season of Mastery 2, or even Classic Plus. Personally, I think Classic Plus is still quite far down the line, but we also don't know how long they have been working on this patch, right? It could be something they started working on now, or it could be something they have been working on and like making concepts about for quite some time. We have no idea. Based on this though, I just want to show you it is in fact the actual Wowhead post as well. Let me... Hopefully this looks okay while I'm here. Yeah, it looks somewhat okay. So WoW Classic patch 1.15 is currently in development. If I can just take this one right here. Patch 1.15 is in development. Blizzard pushed a brand new encrypted build for World of Warcraft Classic on the developer branch. Patch 1.15 point a lot of weird useless numbers. This was also spotted by Mr. GM on Twitter and can be listed or seen listed on wow.tools. So over there, when it's encrypted or when it's like actually public, we can data mine what is in this build. As of right now though, it's a locked internal build, so we can't do any data mining, but the fact is we have a brand new patch for Classic. Classic era was always made on patch 1.14, I think like 1.14 point something else, but we were always working on 1.14. Now we have 1.15 in the works, right? So right here you can see it looks like we have something new for WoW Classic era on the way. The encrypted WoW dev endpoint has just been updated to patch 1.15. And as you can see here in the previous patch and the current one, definitely something cooking in the background, and the fact that it's a brand new patch means that there's something cooking more than just like an update. It's not just like hot fixes or anything, because if it was, they would just make an update to 1.14. The fact that we're actually working on 1.15 means there's something kind of major in the works here. Could be hardcore, could be fresh Classic WoW with class changes, could be Classic Plus, or could be Season of Mastery 2. Could be a lot of different things, doesn't just have to be one either, maybe it's 2 of them, 3 of them, you name it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on what you think this means. Now though, let's take a look at something interesting. So let's take a look at a couple of interesting replies to this tweet right here by Mr. GM. So I just grabbed a couple of screenshots here. Let me go back to the game. I just don't think we need to have everything open here right now. Let me go back to the game right here and pull up those screenshots. Here we go. Brian Birmingham made a couple of comments here that made people speculate on what this could mean when he had made those comments on Twitter. So I'm a little bit biased, but I think you will like it. Incredible team working on this. So this tweet could mean 2 things. Number 1, Brian is not working at Blizzard anymore, as of my knowledge at least. I think he quit back in January. Feel free to fact check me on that one, but I think it was back in January. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, but I don't think he works there anymore, but he obviously has some information that you and I might not have, right? So the fact that he tweets this could mean a couple of things. Number 1, it could just mean he has faith in the team because he's worked with them before, or number 2, it could be something they have had on their mind. They could have had meetings, ideas, concepts, like or they could have been working on this for a while, right? And if they have been working for it for a while, or working on it for a while, then this could actually be Classic Plus or Classic Season of Mastery 2 with some class changes or something major. It's kind of like how you read it, but personally I think it's just him having faith in the team, but a lot of people are looking at it differently and think it's something that they have been working on for quite a while. And I just want to pull up one more reply as well at the same time, or I guess two of them. So right here, I think everything that he makes is good kind of backs up my theory about him just having faith in the team, and this one I can neither confirm or deny, of course, but I can say that I always loved that idea in reference to Classic Plus. So this one could spark some more theories and discussions regarding Classic Plus or Season of Mastery 2, or maybe just a Classic Fresh with some actual class tuning or class balancing, who really knows. That being said though, I want to take this all the way back to where we started this video or the discussion, and that is back to Reddit. Everyone loves Reddit, it's my favorite place to be, so here we go. We're gonna take a look at the timeline of what this guy refers to as SOM's launch. Well, it was SOM, so taking a look at the actual launch dates for Season of Mastery and where we are in the current timeline. Based on this, we can get some actual release dates regarding either like whatever they're working on, patch 1.15. We can get some guesses on when things could be coming out. So here we go. Season of Mastery version gets leaked on CDN, that is where we are right now, and this happened on the 19th of August. Then, 2 weeks later, Bliss pushes 1.14 to the PTR, but hasn't announced anything soon. Now, when this happens is when we can start data mining all the information that is being in that patch, so if this is true, and if we stick to this time period, then in 1 week from now, roughly 1 week, 1.5 weeks, we can actually start data mining what patch 1.15 actually is. And if we find any files in that data mining that refers to hardcore, then we know for sure hardcore is coming, right? So an actual confirmation or announcement is probably sooner than you think. Next up, they will announce it literally like 1 month or 5 weeks afterwards. So in this case, if we're following the exact same timeline, then we're 4.5 weeks away from an actual announcement here. And then the open beta, in this case probably going to be again an open beta, where people can come with feedback and then they reiterate based on that feedback. And then we have the name reservations happening roughly 1 week or 5 days before the launch, and then we have the launch itself. So as you can see, everything here happens in basically the time span of 2 months, and based on us being right here, right now, it's the middle of April. That means that we could be looking at the release date of like middle to late June to early July. I have always based my guesses on the actual release date of hardcore servers being late May to early June, because I don't think there's as much testing required as there was for Season of Mastery. You have to remember when the open beta began, and before the open beta as well, they had to put in like the experience modifiers, the quest modifiers, and there was also like actual raid testing. When it comes to hardcore, there's a lot less changes they actually need to do, and if they are coming out with Season of Mastery 2, they already have laid the groundworks for seasonal servers. So this time there's a lot less internal stuff that needs to be done, which is why I think we're looking at a faster timeline than what we're seeing right here. So instead of it being 2 months, I'm guessing it will be 1.5 months, in which case my late May to early June guess would be right up that alley, right? But even then, like if it's between 1.5 to 2 months, we're looking at anywhere between late May, early June, mid-June, late June, or early July. So it's looking like it's going to be a really fun summer. And I do think that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today, just a timeline of actual Season of Mastery, compare that to what we have right now, where we are, get some actual discussions going on a potential release date, and get my actual opinions out there as well. And based on that, we're actually off the flight path, and we're going to continue questing. I hope hopefully you enjoyed the discussions though, just like fun to discuss about and talk about the actual updates coming, and I want to keep you guys in the loop of everything happening in the Classic WoW universe, especially Classic Era and Hardcore. I'm playing way too much Hardcore myself, I'm absolutely addicted to this game mode, it's so much fun. I even did a tournament as well this weekend that I'll probably make a video about, my experiences playing in the Deadmines tournament, but either way, if you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a huge thumbs up on the video down below, give it a thumbs up, shaking thumbs up, and then also subscribe if you want more Classic WoW content. That's pretty much what I have for you today.